Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Please, you have nerve. You've been beating everybody.
I'm talking, baby.
What up, SK?
I'm here for the mess.
I'm talking, baby.
Get it, Daddy.
Hey!
I love me some Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Although you didn't call me silly, honey, you're shady.
I'm talking, baby.
Get it, Daddy.
Well, goodness gracious.
No beef, just tofu.
I'm here for the mess. Get it, Daddy.
Woo, child.
Hello? You don't hear me? Hold on. I'm going to refresh.
Well, goodness
Hold on.
gracious.
I'm going to try to refresh.
Avatar Nation.
Hold on. I don't know if I think the song should be over with, right? Hello? I don't know if it's over.
I'm talking.
All right, well, y'all hopefully, I'm sure y'all heard that introduction 1,000 times. Hey, hey, Cheryl, how you doing? Look, hey, look, Cheryl, they cannot shoot. Cheryl, they cannot shoot. I turned the game off last night. I'm like, these fools can't shoot. I'm like, I could go down to the community center and find better shoot. I'm like, what the hell? They could not. Cheryl, the shooting was so bad. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, it was crazy. What's up, everybody? How you doing? What's up? Ain't none your Bennett because the banana is in it. Cheryl, that shooting was bad. It was atrocious. Don't no lie, Cheryl. I seen second and third graders shoot better. Also, Auntie Donna Baby, done changed the avatar, y'all. What is that? Ooh, she in a dress. Ooh, looking fine like wine. What's up, Pastor Stephen McMillan? How you doing? Can you please put your hands on Rhythm? Oh, Lord. Rhythm. I can't even say his name. I'm saying Witham. Because he needs a wither. But William Wither Caruthers, can you please put your hands on him and free him from the evil spirit of deceit, lustfulness, scandalous, lying. Please, Pastor Stephen McMillan, he needs some of your prayer and support. So, Sister Nina Gogo, hey, brother, we got to stick together. Oh, okay, sister. So, sister. What's up, Spicy and Philly? How y'all doing? How you doing, Spicy? I miss you, but I'm sure you just rolling over people in the city streets. So let me just say this real quick. I'm scared because y'all need to do your research. We know we're about education over here. That Brianna could be over there talking about licking clits and all that. I was like, Brianna, how in the world? I mean, I can't. That's because when I tune in, because you know they have 8-hour marathon. Now I want to know. I want a Brianna progress report from school. Brianna, what grades you pulling? You pulling D's and C's. D's and C's because your ass is always online. What school you go to? YouTube University? What school? I'm like, damn, I don't feel like doing my homework, so I want to talk to y'all. It's something called discipline. It's called discipline. D. It starts with a D because I bet you got a whole bunch of those. Well, I mean, in the letters. I mean, she ain't getting no D, but you know what I mean. She got a whole bunch of D in grades, not D. You know what I mean. Anyway, what grades you pulling over there, Brianna? I'm like, damn. Okay, 1 hour was good. 2 hours good. But your ass online 3. Your profession is gonna be a YouTubeologist. That's what you gonna get your PE. Oh Lord, we know she ain't doing no PE. My bad. We know her PhD is gonna be YouTubeologist. Cause that's all she online. And I'm like, damn. And I know you know you got PE going on over there. We see you with the whatever running back and forth, and the gym is not shaking. But Oh Lord, but I'm like, damn. Anyway, in case y'all know, we about education over here. Roast gags and all that other stuff. But I'm scared because I think the federal government is gonna crash the economy to introduce this new digital currency. Don't put it past the federal government because they said that's why I told you in the fall they said they're gonna raise the interest rates, which is gonna cause things to get more expensive and all that. Also, like the dollar is not going to be. You know how all the world countries, use the dollar as their currency and stuff like that. Well, not their currency, but the foreign standard. They said they're getting away from that. So y'all, it's about to get. I don't know. They've been saying this for ages, but I do see how what they said is coming to fruition, and I feel like they've been finally trying to put it off. But I'm scared, y'all. I'm not. Y'all am scared because it's gonna get crazy out here. Like it's gonna get crazy. And they said that the reserve, I guess whatever the reserve or like the asset backing that the United States had before, they don't have it no more because we so much in debt. So if you really ain't got no assets, what you got? A whole bunch of liabilities that nobody don't really care for. So I'm just telling y'all, please be careful, y'all. Please be careful. And just prepare. Like just prepare and stuff like that. So, what Miss Banana Bennett said. What's up, just Erica? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up, Rockstar? Rockstar. She doesn't seem to be working out in school. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I can't. With this online learning thing, you could be on YouTube all day and then put 2 hours in online school and still get an A. I don't know. This is interesting to me. Like I don't feel like doing homework. So let me talk to y'all. I just hope YouTube, but YouTube is a source of income from her. So maybe she do got to put in a certain amount of time. So Shelby and Alfredo sauce been friends off YouTube for 5 years. She looked toast. Girl, stop doxing other people. What if Alfredo sauce didn't want that to be known? I'm just joking. Ooh, so y'all the banana sisters? Y'all the banana sisters. Okay. So what else I wanted to talk about? Oh, so I guess Ness got a Amazon cat. So Ness got an Amazon cat. That cat, ooh, child, that cat don't look happy to see Ness. Now apparently the Heat supposed to have given it to her, but I don't. Anyway, I'm just saying, good luck with your friend. Good luck with your friend. Y'all went to lunch today. That's good. I'm glad y'all. I'm glad to see there's some real friends in YouTube. Um. So yeah. So like I'm. So if because y'all didn't know, I put something on my community board. Y'all probably didn't understand what that means. It says leave your all stars alone. So when I'm in the professional setting, you leave your all stars alone. Right? So if y'all managers out there, I'm talking to y'all, leave y'all all stars alone. Unless it's something egregious to the workplace. Stop bothering people who do their motherfucking job and you go still bothering them over some minuscule stuff. So yeah, I just like leave people alone, man. It's just It's just like ugh. Leave people alone. That's all I gotta say. Leave your all if people kicking ass in the workplace, leave them alone. It's like Allen Iverson said, we talking about practice. We talking about practice. We talking about practice. Practice. We talking about, and I kind of understand that what he said. We talking about practice. Leave people alone because you know what happens is they start not giving a fuck, and then everything gets fucked up. So leave people alone. That's what I gotta say. That's my motto. Leave people alone. That shit pissed me off. That shit pissed me off. Anything else? Y'all? I just wanted to come live real quick. Maintain my presence on the. Oh, talk about the VS upgrade. So I got to give kudos to VS. What's up, Black Girls Code? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So for VS upgrade, I'm very happy. Now I know there's people that don't like VS and there's people that do like VS. This is not me caping for VS, but like you said, I give my honest opinion either way, left, right, front, center. Because I told you I was very harsh on her when she came back. I'm like, look, your graphics are amateurish, your presentation is amateurish. So she's come back and she's really, when she took that little hiatus, I think it was like 5 days or something like that. She came back with a nice background that was suited for her. She changed her intro music and stuff like that. So, kudos to her for, having the presentation part because 70% of this game is presentation, right? somebody can come visit you, you can get recommended, but if they see you behind a green throw up screen, they're not gonna like that. They're not gonna like that at all. So kudos to her for getting it, as from an entertainment engagement standpoint, making the presentation right. So kudos to her for that. Other than that, that's about it. Regarding the NBA, the NBA, they trying to trade for Damian Leonard. And I'm like, Leonard, how? What can you really get for it? He's a great player, but I just think they want too much. So, what's the other thing I want to say? That's about it. SK, you gonna watch the Paris sensation? I can't remember that boy name. Oh, Victor Amuamu. So I was gonna talk about a show, but I wasn't. So that's what. But hey, sure, ain't it weird how Victor Amuamu is in the same city as Jay Wilson? Oh, and Tracy and Lovely Love. But they balling out. They balling out in summer league. But Victor Amu, they said that Britney Spears was running up to him, and his security guard had to slap Britney Spears in the face, and because she touched him or something like that. I'm like, child, Britney Spears trying to come back, trying to come back by any means necessary. But he is 7'4". That is amazing. He said Dame ain't going nowhere. It's just weird, sure. It's like he in Portland, right? He's a great player, but he to me gonna be like a Donovan Mitchell. Okay, Donovan left Utah, went to Cleveland, and what? Like, you know what I mean? It's just I don't know. I guess he don't get that much exposure because he plays in Portland. So we'll see. We'll see. What's up, Sophia Oasis? How you doing? Thank you for coming back. Um, Other than that, there ain't really no more NBA really news. I just don't know how Kyrie Irving, and what's that boy name? Luka Doncic is going to work out the whole year. I don't know how that whole year thing is going to work out. I can really see Luka pushing for a trade to push to push Kyrie out because I just don't see Luka trying to share the spotlight with what's his name? Kyrie. That's how I feel. He said Dame just built a new house from the ground up. Why would you sell your home? He'll use that as a vacation home. I think his window is closing to. I feel like he gave him how many years? He gave Portland how many years? And y'all ain't done nothing to. And you gotta understand this, Cheryl. People gotta want to go to a destination. I don't think a lot of people maybe want to go to Portland. They gotta want to go to that certain. They gotta want to go to LA and Miami or someplace like that. I don't see a lot of people trying to run to Portland. So, so you didn't miss much. We just talked about how Brianna. We want to see Brianna's progress report from school because we don't know how she's gonna be online all that time. Ness No Mess got a rescue cat from Amazon. Apparently, the heat sent it to her after she burned up the cat and then sent it to her because I guess the cat is in a box. How you gonna say the heat gave you a cat? How did she give you the cat? Is the heat with you? What did it come in a crate? Because right now you got the dog. Oh Lord, that's in the dog. Right now you got the cat sitting in a box, laying in the box, and the cat is like, "Who the hell are you, black lady?" But if it was a homeless cat, then I guess it's still trying to say, "Who are you, black lady? And what you gonna do to me?" What's up, Diva317? How you doing? And then the other thing, Sophia's Oasis. We talked about VS upgraded her presentation, which she needed to do. So kudos to VS for upgrading her presentation. Other than that, that's about it. There's nothing else really going on from what I can see. I am going to show Jay Wilson being the corniest of corny dogs on here. He did something the other day or said something the other day that was so corny. I couldn't believe it. And am I still interested in sponsoring Brianna's gym clothes? No, I would never interested in sponsoring. I did try to motivate her by losing weight, saying we would pay her $1,000 or something. But no, because then she's gonna say, "Oh, the clothes that we gotta." But she already got a sponsor, the one that sent her the stuff that had all those cities on it: Tokyo, Japan, Hawaii, New York, Denver, Chicago, London. So, all right. What's up, Rico? How you doing, man? I see your name out here trending with Castro Cannon and somebody else over there that's skin and bones. Not saying you skin and bones, but he was skin and bones. I don't know. So hopefully you doing well and all is well. So, but I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody want to come up real quick. Today feel like Saturday. I don't know why, but today's actually Friday. Hold on, y'all. Y'all remember I was promoting AMC? If y'all found out what the hell them people were doing, it was so. That's why I don't talk about financial stuff no more. Because after I found out what that man, the CEO, was doing to the people who were actually helping his company, like he's sitting over there with the people trying to drag down the price of the stock so they can make more money. It's a crazy game. And then there's this whole crypto thing. I don't know what's going on with that. We'll see. So you took your offer back. She denied it. You know, dear self, what I fear, I will. I'm glad to see Brianna lose weight. I'm so glad. But what I'm more worried about than anything is that head figuratively becoming ginormous. For real, for real. Like big as a hippopotamus head. You ever seen a head of a hippopotamus? It's humongous, right? That's how I feel. Brianna head gonna become, because she's gonna find the image that she saw in the mirror for these past 31 years. She finally somewhat catching up to what she thought she should be looking like. Once those two things match up, Lord have mercy. So, I just feel like when it comes to men, dear self, she lacks compassion. She lacks empathy. And I think that's why the other man dumped her ass. So, oh, hell no, you're not going to talk to me this way. And I understand that she probably had to talk to me in a certain way in order to survive, to keep her self esteem somewhat afloat. But I think she's kind of had that in a, she's made a bad habit of that. And nobody want to be talked to like that. Who want to be talked to like that as if you were really a bad bitch? You know what I mean? Like you ain't no city girl, no sweetie, or what's that lady name? That little like Miss Piggy, Ti and Tiny. Mm-mm. Antonio Anthony. Oh, child. When I saw Antonio, like, oh hell no! Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh Lord. I'm bad. Okay. Whew. Anyway, um. So yeah, so that's what I gotta say. Other than that, that's about it. I know this is whole thing about Nina Gogli and is she black and is she white? Mm. I mean, we already been debating that, but it was this other girl, some live I tuned into, but it was another person pretending as if they may have been white, but they were black. I mean, you can tell that person was black because they just live around a whole bunch of black people. So, but other than that, what else? I read something in San Francisco. I'm about to say something about Tim Blaine, but I can't remember what that was. Oh, did y'all hear about the water? Y'all better stop drinking water. They said water's got some kind of forever chemicals in it that contribute to people getting all these kind of diseases in terms of like cancer and all that. I really don't drink no tap water. So, but yeah, if y'all drinking tap water on a daily, I don't know how y'all can drink that tap water. Cause tap water is just nasty all over the world. Please stop, because you actually doing yourself a disservice. I guess it's okay to bathe in and shower in, but yeah, please stop with that. Please stop, because you actually doing yourself a disservice with that. What else? What else? What else? Anybody else got any other questions? Feel free to ask me any questions right now, and I will do my best to answer them. If y'all want to, hey, Detach, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. If y'all want to, I'll be like Tracy. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. It's the cash app, y'all. It's Friday. The rent is due, y'all. The rent is due. It's my cash app, y'all. It's Friday. You know what that means? Hit the cash app. Hit the cash app, y'all. The rent is due. The rent is due, y'all. Hit the cash app. Hit the cash app, my baby. So yeah, who's Jessica Rabbit? Who's Jessica Rabbit? Sure, that's Jessica Rabbit. I keep saying, what else? What else? What else? Anything else? I don't know anything else. Oh, the first what did I just say? Autonomous. The first flying car got approved to be sold or to be. Well, I know it's been made, but actually to be sold to the public. Good luck with that. Imagine if we had flying cars. I'm like, interesting, interesting. So, but other than that, I don't know anything else, y'all. Any other questions? I don't know anything else. There's very few people. There's very few people that I watch. To be honest, our area has changed a lot. It's more. It's just see like our area is more. I won't say our area, but since the migration or the immigration or whatever they call the unification. It's just feel like it's more built on real people's real life drama and stuff like that. Before it used to be more festive and roasting gags and stuff like that and all that. So, but we'll see. We'll hopefully get back to what we used to do. But other than that, that's all I got. I have not forgot about the Zoom. I just got to figure out a right time to do it. Because I got my people who support me. Um, and they all across the globe. And when I do that, I want to do it at a time where they have a chance to attend too, because we got some people in the UK, and so I just want to try to get them involved in that too, because I know they want to be part of it too. So I'm gonna try to keep y'all abreast on that. I'm gonna try to see if I can do this Sunday. Sunday, Sunday. Cause Sunday, yeah, Sunday I really ain't got nothing to do. Sunday night I ain't really got nothing to do. So be on the lookout for that. I know I wanted to do a 4th of July, but that didn't work out. But then I said people were probably at 4th of July festivities. Please feel free to thumbs up the live. The 36 people are here. Anybody got any other questions? Any other questions, y'all? Any other questions? This is the time to ask. I'm gonna be kidding. I'm kind of glad that Ness no mess situation with the heat is over. I hope y'all opened your eyes to why April was crying and whining. Um, I really don't. I really don't tune into Pizarro, to be honest. I really don't. Like her panels are good. Like I don't. I guess I can say the same for me, right? In my heyday, but her panels are good with the people up there. But I just can't listen to her alone because something like she just. I just lose a couple of brain cells when I listen to her. I see Ronnie Hugh is getting her numbers, so good to her, good for her. And that's pretty much it. I really don't listen to nobody else. I tune in from Brianna time to time. Jay Wilson, maybe a little bit. That's about it, really, to be honest. It's like not no consistent fixture that I noticed. So, all right. Anybody else got any other questions? Oh, about my gym routine. I'm still going to the gym, but I had to change up my schedule, so that's kind of messed with me as I adjust. I just found out like now that I got longer days and I go early in the morning like I used to, it's more of a drain on me. Um, and I hate like coming home and having to go immediately to sleep because you're tired. I'm tired. I feel like you should be able to enjoy some part of the day. To be honest, so that's how I feel. Other than that, that's about it. That's about it. Any other questions? Any other concerns? But in all seriousness now, y'all, please pay more attention to the news because I do feel there is something coming financially to our country because of moves being made internationally. Like I said, our dollar was the dollar of currency when it came to the world. That is changed. Look up what I'm saying. July 1st, the U.S. government introduced something called Fed Now. So that's why when those Negroes were over there talking about, oh, we don't know what money in transit is. We don't know what money in transit is. And Jay was talking about, we don't know what money in transit. I was like, you illiterate financial fool. Money in transit means that your money had to move through the financial system to get to the location that you promised that it would get to, right? That's what money in transit. So it's like, 2 days till you finally receive your funds. So now they introduced Fed Now, which pretty much is a system where they say operates 24/7, where you can get the money instantaneously. So if I need to send some money to Auntie Donna, put it in the account of Auntie Donna's, it wouldn't be a 48-hour delay. It would be there instantaneously, or at least the same damn day, or at least in a couple of minutes or hours. So they introducing Fed Now, which is the system that can now, you know, we as people and I guess businesses can trade on or send money back and forth instantaneously. So I don't know what that means for our currency in terms of like the dollar and the coin. I think all that's going to be moved to digitally. So those kind of moves are shaking up some things in terms of who's going to be the central bank and all this other stuff. So, and like I said, globally, the world powers are trying to reset things. You know, because money make the world go around. Yeah, that's why the U.S. is maybe somewhat in peril because they may not have that much bargaining power as they used to. I'm still trying to just send it. I'll take it. So I'm just trying to. I mean, I'm trying to wrap my head around this too, right? You know what I mean? This is the things that they don't want you to know because once you start figuring out stuff, you be like, "Oh shit, let me get this. Let me get this." They said this is. They said this is compared to those countries that find out that their currency that they're currently holding is worthless, and they start going into pandemonium and mayhem and going into the grocery store and start taking stuff and stealing stuff and all this other stuff. So just stay woke, y'all. While y'all staying woke with this shenanigans and this foolishness, stay woke with what's going on. Because this is definitely not the time to be the last to know. You know, Lynn T says, "Hey, Sir Kane, do not sign up for Fed Now. Trust." Now, this is a good point that Lynn T is making because when you sign up for Fed Now, they can track all your purchases. So that's another thing that people are opposed to is that this Fed Now situation is going to track all your purchases, your buying behavior, and all that other stuff. But also, what people are worried about is that it's going to start saying who you can buy from and who you can't buy from. You know what I mean? So it's similar to like I feel interesting. What's up, CCN TV? It's similar to like this new thing when I with that whole thing with my car, I started purchasing stuff off my phone, right? So some stores took the NFC thing, you know, the tap the phone thing, and some stores didn't. And I feel that's some way that Fin Now is. Well, if you register with the Fin Now, then you can make purchases. But if you not, then you can't. So that's going to automatically exclude certain people, right? So, like I said, research the FedNow situation. Like Lynn T said, don't sign up because, like I said, they can track all your purchases and all the other stuff. So, also, you know, Lynn T was got me worried about that with the FedNow thing is they're going to start imposing a social credit score. So, and they said they already done this in China. So, with the social credit score, I guess a whole bunch goes into that. Rather, not only if you pay your bills on time, but what your social persona is in terms of your social media pages, your purchases, your comments that you make on certain platforms. Who I don't know if it's about who you vote for, but maybe who your friends are, your criminal past. Do you got parking tickets? So I feel like with the Fin Now thing, it also can incorporate, you know, that could be incorporated into the social credit score. So it's just like y'all got to start thinking instead of the now, start thinking to the future. Because imagine we posted that they said because then they said like if you got a low social credit score, it can affect you on if they allow you to fly and stuff. Like it's crazy. So so we'll see. So be on the lookout for that. Research that, guys. That is, you know, there's a lot coming down the pike. Keep your info as private as possible. That's what we trying to tell these folks. I be trying to tell these folks, keep your info as private as possible. Don't have everything out there. Like I told them, I said, y'all on YouTube showing y'all face. Don't y'all know that they got a whole thing called data scraping? I told them that when they YouTube updated their policy and procedures, where they had to sit up there and actually put in a rule like, yo, don't be data scraping or whatever they call it. People images and they'll put them in a database, right? And then sell the database to to security companies and stuff like that who are trying to secure facilities. And like let's say let's say Land TV, but let's say CC and TV walked into uh, a facility or something. Well, they don't know who that was. They'll run his face in a database and try to identify it. And that those images can come from anywhere. So yeah, it's crazy out here. So protect your privacy because you only got one you, right? You only got one name, and that's why you only got one name. So when somebody try to fuck that up, it's hard to get that back. It's hard to get the innocence of that name back. So that's why you got to protect your name, your image at all motherfucking costs, and don't let nobody play on your motherfucking name. That's what I gotta say. But in all seriousness, y'all, protect your privacy. You know what I mean? I feel like Mark Zuckerberg played everybody. Played everybody. He played everybody. But he became a billionaire off of that. Give y'all a free application where you can where you can connect with people that you know and don't know. Have you the ability to express your opinion, but then get your information for free. And then sell it. Sold your information. Sold your privacy. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Then T says, I shut all my social media down a few years ago except for UT. By T, I saw the writing on the wall. For sure. For sure. I knew this already, right? So my dumb ass, I'm gonna tell you, this happened. I'm gonna tell you the year it happened. It happened in 2010. I said, okay, Facebook was all the rage back then, right? So I said, okay, let me do this. Let me sign up for the Facebook, connect with people. I don't think I was even using a real name, but everything was like Facebook, social network, all that, right? So somebody sent a link. So I said, oh, let me click on the link, right? 'Cause it had an interesting title. It was some kind of provocative bull crap. Hit the link, then it started sending notifications to everybody that I had, I guess, I'm gonna say noted, but I had put down that I knew, like, I guess your friends list or whatever. And I said, oh, I learned my lesson. I said, oh, we gonna do these kind of games? I said, nope. No. And then people like, well, like, oh, what do you got to hide? What you got to hide? The scariest thing is, and this is the creepiest thing, someone you don't even know can find out so much information about you because of who you associated with. Not based, not by you, but who you associated with, and then start digging and find out more about you. That's the craziest thing. What's up, Gerald Bell? How you doing? That's the craziest thing to me. I feel like if nobody wants to know, if you don't want people to know information about you, then they shouldn't. They shouldn't be able to connect to Gerald Bell and then see, oh, Gerald Bell and I went to high school. Then click another picture of Gerald Bell and see what I look like in high school. It's just crazy that you can find out bits and pieces based on association. It's crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So protect y'all privacy, man. And Tiffany Black says exactly the government can do anything once you reveal everything. Tiffany Black, where was that? Oh man, where was this article at? Article I think this place is in the UK. I think it was in the UK where they got approval of some law where now the police have the right. I guess they can only do it for like RICO, like cases dealing with RICO, not RICO or RICO, but dealing with cases with RICO or major cases like that, or something not like petty stuff. But investigate where they can turn on your camera, turn on your microphone, and do something else. Where they can just pretty much access remotely everything. I'm like, ooh, yeah, crazy, crazy. And I just feel like it was. I feel looking back on it, it was like Tiffany Black. They had to sit up here and say, what way can we easily get access to people's information? And they know one of the human weaknesses of people is that we all want to be recognized, right? We all want our accomplishments. We all want people to know us. We all want people to know our name. So one way to do that was to allow people to have access to have an open forum and to connect easily with each other. And there you go, right? So it's just our own. We have our own selves. Because if we were more private, imagine how like crazy people would be against all this stuff. But they got to put a positive message. Oh, you can connect with your classmate from 1987 or 97 or 2006 and relive the good times. Oh yeah, I remember that. And then you start opening up, right? So that's what I say. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like it's just I don't know. So yeah, so that's my whole spiel on that. Protect your pride. I mean, it's just like everybody ain't meant to know everything. And then you know what's the crazy part about it is that they use what they find out against you. So what's the point of having it up there anyway? Like you could have a bottle of Heineken, and you may not even be an alcoholic. You may have that might be your only drink that whole year. Somebody, an employer or whoever, is going to sit up there and surmise to the fact, oh, he might have a drinking problem. Pass on him, next candidate. Just with you having a Heineken bottle in your hand. Unbelievable. Truly blessed says our government is always against us. Now they're feeding us lab. I know, right? I heard that too. Like, oh, now how you gonna say, oh, we've got FDA approval? FDA approval to feed us something that's genetically or lab modified? What? That's scary. That's just scary because you now opening the doors for everything to imitate everything. Meaning, if you're going to sit up here and improve something to imitate that of a natural animal, which is meat, then what the hell is going to let us go sound like? Now you say, oh, you could get genetically modified uh oranges and fruit. So what's gonna be really fruit? What's really gonna be meat? You know what I mean? Like, okay, if you're doing this, what's the ramifications and repercussions of consuming this food 10 years from now? Because obviously this is what made from chemicals, not natural. It's made from chemicals, it's man-made. So I mean, what's the repercussions and ramifications? It's very scary. Very, very, very scary. Very scary. I feel like Gatorade. That if y'all taste that different kind of Gatorade don't seem like you supposed to drink that. That tastes like straight up chemicals. So straight up chemicals. So yeah. But that's what I got to say. That's my spiel. Y'all stay aware and woke out there. Siri ain't nothing but a spy. Uh, Alexa ain't nothing but a spy. But some of the tools we have to use. Some of the tools we have to use. I mean, unfortunately, we do. But try to limit your access on them. Try to limit your presence on them. You know, I feel the car thing, the Tesla thing. To be honest, I wouldn't be sitting up here buying no damn Tesla. I wouldn't. Tesla scares me. I'm scared of that too because you know what? I watched the movie Transformers. Right? There was a whole. I don't. It was a whole thing where all the cars software got taken over. Right? And they started moving in the way in which whatever the villain wanted them to move. I said, what's stopping someone from getting in Tesla's mainframe and doing the same motherfucking thing? Right? Right? When they do that code and all that other stuff. What's to say who don't corrupt the code? So it's just like really, really now. Okay, I'm gonna turn everything over to a car, and it can tell me when the speed. Did y'all hear that story that the kids found a way to disable the self-driving tool or whatever? They said put a cone on top of the hood of the car, and it would throw the self-driving thing off. I think they did it with a Tesla. They put the cone on top of the hood of the car, and it made the motherfucking car go crazy. It did something to it. Y'all gotta look into that story. I forgot what actually happened. But they would tell people, oh, don't do it, don't do that. That's gonna make it disabled. It's gonna the kids did this. Not no major scientists, no world renowned, artificial intelligence, entrepreneur. Kids put a cone on top of the motherfucking Tesla and the thing started going haywire. What? So you gonna tell me some Dove or Brianna or Pizarro lands on the top of my car is gonna make the thing go haywire? Yo, that's insane. That's insane. Imagine if you got into an accident and something landed on the top of your hood and it throws the car off haywire and you could do a better driving than the damn self-autonomous vehicle could. It's crazy. Alexa and Siri are both nosy as hell. I don't like nosy ass people either, so they ain't on. No, I, I don't like that because once I was in somebody's house and that motherfucking machine played my voice back. I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh, I said, oh hell no! You go, so you going Oh no, no. Oh, now then we they doing voice analysis. Then on top of that, did y'all hear that this AI stuff is like reproducing people's voices and stuff? That's creepy as hell. Like it still got insane, insane. I couldn't believe that thing played my voice, but I'm out of here. Bye. Listening to you the whole time. You ain't got no need no search board no more. They listen to you tell about how you kill somebody. And they're gonna say, we're gonna subpoena that in court. Sure. What's up, Banana TV? How you doing? What's up, J Truth? Welcome to Tofu Alley, Avatar Nation. Alexa, oh, you said that. They are nosy. They are nosy. For real, for real. They're not nosy. I mean, the scariest part for me was when the internet just started and I was looking for some shoes and I was in my internet, and I was in my email, and on the banner on the side comes up the shoes I was looking at. I was like, what the hell? How I'm all the way on this website and this website follow me over here? That's true. Yeah. So it's very interesting. Very interesting, y'all. I just, like I said, protect your privacy. I fear for these kids because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do without their phone. And like they say, start them young. So Apple got these kids trapped forever. Start them young, right? So it's crazy, but we'll see. I feel sorry for this generation because they lack. I don't know. But most of these kids lack empathy and sympathy, right? There's some good kids out there, but when they link up, they ready to do the worst to people. But like I said, that's not all kids. But but we'll see. Tiffany Black says they can hack any modern car. That's why Obama did cash for cars, where you get cash for any car made in 1999 or less. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, it's a big plan at work. It's a big plan at work. Somebody's somebody's moving the chess pieces. Tiffany Black, and I'm seeing that more and more and more every day. That somebody, well, I'm not gonna say somebody, some group of people are moving the chess pieces, and y'all better be ready because I ultimately believe in God, but I also believe in preparing yourself to be ready to do what you need to do to defend yourself, right? You know, um, so just stay aware, stay woke, and stay ready. That's why I tell people y'all always need to have a case of water, some toilet tissue, some beans, some weaponry, and stuff like that to protect yourself because you never know what's going to come in the middle of the night. You never know, right? That's why you got like crazy. If people were to if the wrong people were to get their hands on certain things, they can say, okay, we coming after these certain people because they downloaded this app or did this or did that. Or you know what I mean? It's just crazy. So just no, yeah, Michi Black. Majority of children do lack empathy, and I can say that firsthand because they laugh at when people are in peril and things like that. They think it's funny, and they take out their phone to help. Now you may have one gentle soul, but that's not enough. That's not enough, especially with the way this world is going. You know what I mean? Like before, it used to be like, "Yo, stop it, stop." Now it's like, "Oh, let's get him and kick him in the head and video and world star." So, but like I said, I believe in the ultimate power, but also you got to believe in preparation yourself. And it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, y'all. So, and like I said, like it was crazy. I was driving and Google was telling me how fast I was going. I'm like, how the hell you gonna tell me? Now I'm telling you, I had, obviously I had Google in my hand, but I'm like, how the hell you a phone gonna tell me how fast I'm going? Like what? How you? That's what I get a speedometer for. And I wasn't even was I using the GPS? I don't know if I was using the GPS, but how the damn thing gonna tell me how fast I'm going? Like you ain't supposed to be snitching. Like damn. But it's crazy. So everything's linked on link, and then on top of that. They also say like our Bluetooth features on our phone. You ever wonder how they, if you watch the news and they tell you how fast the average speed is on a highway? I'm like, how do they know the average speed of a car on a highway? Well, y'all Bluetooth helps them do that on your phone. Y'all Bluetooth on your phone helps them figure out the mile per hour, how many miles per hour y'all traveling, because it goes from what's the average Bluetooth point from this point, access point, to the next access point, and they figure out it's 5 miles, 10 miles, or 24 miles per hour. I was like, that was very interesting. Adults also locked that maybe that's where the children is getting from. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Adults are lost too. Adults are lost. I do feel that because they're trying. Our world, so I feel like the difference between back in the day and now, back in the day used to promote sophistication and maturity and respect and reverence and things like that. This day and age, it's all about youthfulness. Um, it's all about youthfulness, ratchetness, stupidity, current relevancy, and things like that. And I feel like, um, I just feel like that's the biggest change in our society. We don't like I said, who these kids got to look up to? Nobody. Not one person. They can't even look up to the president because the president's son got cracked in the White House. What? Then we got the other presidential candidate talking about grab him by the ussy, right? Then we got the other one that's a Republican, DeSantis, yelling at kids for wearing a mask on the motherfucking stage. So who we got? We got athlete, John Morant with guns. I mean, who? Beyonce, we don't know. She don't never speak. Who? I mean, who? Kanye West. I mean, Kanye West looking real good right now. I might consider voting for Kanye. But I mean, honestly, who do we have? Like, you can't really say like you can't. There's really nobody out there like that, and a lot of them are controlled by money. A lot of people get. People are gonna. You know what? I feel honestly, a lot of people when their time has come, when their time has come, they're going to regret the decisions they made in life because I feel a lot of people feel that they had a certain amount of money, it would make them feel a certain kind of way. And they're going to see, you know what? I thought this would make me feel a certain kind of way, but it doesn't. And then they're going to regret what they did to get the money or what they got to do. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. That's what you said, oh, hell no about Kanye. But who? Who? I mean, Kim Kardashian did a lot to get the. Now, I don't know. Don't come at me. I don't know everything about that prison program, but she did a lot to get some of the prisoners out and stuff like that. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. But we'll see. But I tell you one thing: it's unfortunate that what is it? Catastrophe always has to. Catastrophe always has to unite us. Y'all saw when there's certain catastrophes with hurricanes and all that other stuff. The people put down their prejudice that they have Mexican, black, white, Italian, Asian. Everybody put down their prejudice to help one another, right? You know what I mean? And then once the tragedy go away, they back to acting ratchet. Lynn T says no celebrity. It's just like the president isn't the president though, Lynn T. The president is pulled by people. Like that whole student loan thing. So you gonna tell me Joe Biden that is what you ran on to get your ass in office. Now you gotta pull that back to make amends with or to obviously to compromise with the Republicans. But that's what you ran on. So how you gonna sit up there and say, "Oh well, I'll put something in place where they ain't gotta pay for 365 days because it's not gonna, get reported on the credit bureau." But yet you didn't say that what those companies gonna do in terms of retribution to those students who decided they're gonna raise the interest rate so high on them and all this other stuff and label them as a risk. It's just crazy to me, like how he was able to pull back on that. That was the main thing he ran on. And like I told you, I feel student loans is the biggest scam in the world, right? There's no guarantee of a degree. I'm sorry. There's no guarantee of you getting a job after it, and there's no guarantee if you do get a job that they'll keep you for you to pay on the student loan. Like that's just so it's weird to me. What's up? Oh Lord, what did I say? Oh, Pam and Truth. Pam is the truth. Okay. Lil T says, but people had done their homework. They would have known that he was full of ish. Right, but a lot of people believed in him because of Obama. You got to remember that though. A lot of people even believed in Biden because of Obama, right? So, and Obama's hands is pretty much tied because Biden is still in office. So he can't sit up here and start doing stuff that Biden should be doing because now it looks like he's overstepping his ground. You know what I mean? So it's all about perception. Perception don't equal reality. So, anyway. All right, y'all. Anything else? If y'all want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ Sir King Crown. It'd be tremendously appreciated. Other than that, that's about it. It was good to talk about something other different than this fool that be going on. Because it's like the stuff that be going on now, it's like, what can I relate it to? It's like related, it's like eating junk food, right? Eating junk food and it's not going to sustain you to the next day. Okay, it's not going to sustain you for the long term. I feel like when you have an educational conversation, you could build off that. You can't build off Ness and the heat went down to the whatever to the what's it called to the hotel. How can we build off that? You can't. You got to come back with some other shenanigans to maintain and sustain for the next day. Crazy. This says 100,000 in debt as the next. What? What? Which I learned a trade instead. Oh, you wish you learned a trade instead and made real money. But the reason why I say it's a scam because you said yeah, okay, all right. So this will be my philosophy on college degree. I view college degree as a passport, right? I really do. I feel that it's a way to separate yourself from people who maybe just have a high school degree or no other formalized form of education. I am a big believer that, if you go to the right institution, it can open the right doors for you. So it's not completely a scam. But what I do feel is that those who are ill advised may wind up with a worthless piece of paper. And for many, it's a gamble to get out of their generational cycle of what their family has gone through. So scam might not be the right word. I could say maybe you could say a lotto ticket, right? Because if you use it right, it can propel you into a different tier of society and so forth. But the astronomical cost to obtain that passport is what I have an issue with. And the uncertainty and the lack of promise with which you can go and which is promised. Like they promise you this, they promise you that. But at the end of the day, there's no guarantee. Will it show to others that maybe you have the necessary education and qualifications? Of course. But like you said, a lot of people are taking out humongous amounts of debt that they may not even be able to pay back. And I just feel like there should be some form of guarantee, maybe, I don't know, a job or something at the end of that debt rainbow. That's what I would say. So. But if you use it right, you do it right, it can propel. Like look at what's his name, Tyreek in Power. Tyreek going to that school and everything. If he uses that opportunity right, which he did with Brayton and got a internship and all that, but he turned that into use that to fund the drug enterprise. Then you can propel yourself and getting yourself into an internship. You know, well, if you know where he was working, that was nothing but a Ponzi scheme. But look at that from a different perspective. On the positive side, if there was a positive Tyreek who did things and introduced himself to the right people, he can propel himself into something much more prosperous and get the full value of his degree. Okay. Okay, let me see what y'all said. Liv T says, I'm independent. I don't vote for a particular party. I vote my interests. I totally agree, and I wish more people would. I totally wish people would vote their interests rather than being blindly loyal to a party that's wrong. Grade school, then that PhD, shake my head, shit ain't worth it. People with high school degrees got more money than us. They had good jobs or learned to trade for occupations that put them in that great bracket. That is a very good point. That is true. That is true. I knew a plumber who has a small company who get county contracts, makes 200 plus a year. Yep, that's true. And like I told y'all before, with the way Chat GPT is rolling out, a lot of people are gonna have to go. You're gonna have to get your trade. You'll have to learn a trade, a plumber, air conditioner. I'm not gonna even say a mechanic because these companies out here, they making it so that they're only their own automotive technicians that work for their company can touch their car. So it's gonna be real selective out here, but I think we can, we as humans may be creative. But I do see a robot revolt if the robots start taking jobs. I do see humans. I think that's something that they haven't taken into account unless they're gonna put up a self defense mode on the damn robot. But I do see robots revolting. So I mean not robots, sorry. Humans revolting against robots. Let me see. Let's see. Vanada TV says the youngins don't even need a degree to make good money anymore. You just need to be tech savvy and social media. That's very true, Vanada TV. That is so doggone true. And a lot of us are right there because look at what we've been able to. A lot of these content creators on here, from Five Babe to whoever to Jay Wilson to VS, they've been able to amass the audience and have been able to collect money from it, as a stream of income, right? And what I'm gonna tell you, one of the hardest things is to maintain, sustain, and keep your audience because people come and go, So it's not easy. So, and if you're able to do it, that means that you definitely have a talent, that people um, value, And not everybody could do it. Look how many times the Heat has deleted her channel. She burned up her own damn channel. So should we call her the arsonist? There ain't no more Flickr. We just call her the arsonist, because she burns up her damn channels. Anyway, um, let me see. What's up, Adora? How you doing? With your adorable self? Dear self says, yep, a smartphone and a personality, they're making huge money, definitely. But see, another thing y'all ain't considering though, which they don't tell us, is the negative side, like the lack of privacy, the harassment, the negative, the frivolous lawsuits and stuff like that. We never hear that part, right? We only look at the dollar amount, the numbers, and we never see like I said, frivolous lawsuits and all that other stuff. Um, Dear Self says, yes, that's the way to vote. Vanilla TV says, oh, she's talking about Dear Self. Banana TV says college is an investment that you may not see a return on. Very true. Well said. I like that the way you said that. And technology has changed the game. Chat GP, you could probably, if you want to learn a programming language or teach yourself how to invest or even strategize for future um jobs in the future, you could probably Chat GPT will probably help you do that. Dear Self says Robot and Human Revolt is a real Twilight episode. SK, you falling asleep watching the sci-fi channel. I'm gonna just say this: technology fascinates me. It really does because it magnifies the potential of things. We do have a guest here, so let me bring up the guest. What's up, TC?
What's
Did I
up?
add
Sure
you?
thing. What's going on,
Hey,
brother?
how you doing? Hey, how's
Ex-
everything?
Excellent. I'm glad. Listen, I'm so glad that you guys are having a conversation. I love the responses, and I'm glad that you're bringing the whole topic up, the Supreme Court, everything.
Hold on.
But well, I
Well,
just
thank
want
you. I appreciate you appreciating the content. So thank you.
let me tell you, the Supreme Court, that decision was definitely a disappointment in my eyes and many of my colleagues and cohorts. Um, as in life, we take an L and we take a win, we take an L, we take a win. We have some win in some areas and we have a loss in that area, and it's unfortunate because that particular one was so important because it was going to help a lot of people with their student loans. It was going to help a lot of young people who were in debt, and it just could reset. Because I know, Sir King, we were talking about resetting, the whole global currency thing, but people also needed an opportunity to reset as well. So
Right.
I
Hmm.
totally agree with what everyone is saying. I'm going to I I do agree with a lot of the comments. I do want to say this, that um there are people who get into college and financially, go into this humongous amount of debt. And I do think that, you said something about being, ill informed, or, directed in the wrong way. There are so many various options, but I also say to some of my children who are not in the college financial area, go to community college first. I have a young man now, he's an intern. He was real adamant. He says, I'm going to community college first, and then, I'll transfer into a 4 year. He said, I might go into the military and then get my certifications and then go into college. He says he wants to do it all. And then he says, I'm going to do an apprenticeship program over the summer. So he's already in an apprenticeship program. He's absolutely amazing, because I think they can do it all, but it's a preparation, and I don't mean all like everything, but yes, if in the event that they have that determination, I'm with this young man 100%. But not one versus the other. I think we really need to stick to college is necessary. Believe that. It's better to have and not need than to need and not have. The degrees are definitely necessary. You need the degree for certain things. It'll catapult you in front of a whole lot of people for absolutely no reason sometimes. uh, the networking and the type of atmosphere that you are in when you're in college is something. It's amazing. It's a wonderful experience, and I'm just gonna land it all there.
Well, I appreciate that, and I agree with you. I totally agree. But yeah, I also want to say this. I think the mindset has changed towards community college and things like that. Community college was
Yes,
seen as second tier, not adequate, and things like that. But I think now a lot of the community colleges are doing groundbreaking stuff and linking up with major universities and things like that.
absolutely.
So yeah.
Absolutely. And thank goodness, listen, I have a lot of, issues with Obama, which everyone does, good, bad, and indifferent. But let me tell you something. Community college, absolutely fabulous. The way that they have revamped the curriculum, the way that they have revamped, a lot of the financing and the finances and the curriculum itself, it is very intense and it is outstanding. I enjoy, because I'm working with a couple of community college, and let me tell you something. The nursing programs, the auto industry programs, business government programs, NGO programs, non-government organization programs. It is amazing. So yes, the community college back when we were going to school had that taint of that's just 13th grade and extension, blah blah blah. But no, no, no. It is, please. I often tell people to utilize that as a way to catapult to the next level, and it is okay, and there's nothing wrong with it. And when people, and that's what happened back in our day, and it happens somewhat to this a different extent even to this day. We always frown and look upon and look at certain things as, look at that, that's for somebody who's a nerd or whatever, and that's not true. And these community colleges are doing wonderful things. So I'm with you on that. And the apprenticeship programs, the the apprenticeship, the vocation ed, the trades, absolutely. I totally agree with, but I will say this: do not take it. Don't take that training lightly. If you want to become a carpenter, if you want to become a plumber, you have to know the metric system. You have to know trick. You got to do some calculus. You got to do some trick. It's not. It's just as. It's somewhat as intensive in first 2 years in college, because you have to know how to convert things and measurements and all that kind of stuff. You're building. Listen, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm just saying, don't take it lightly. If Johnny doesn't know how to add 2 plus 2, we need to do it all over again. Leave him back like they did old school. Used to leave him back and then let him get the basic foundational knowledge.
No, I totally agree with you. I totally agree. Totally agree. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, the world is changing before our eyes. It seems like things are being reset. So
yes, wait till that reset really kicks in, and the currency thing that you keep talking about. Now we're talking about being able to take and then do conversions and stuff. We better have some of our people on board to be able to do that kind of stuff in their head, and not be blunting and doing blunts and things of that nature, because they're going to need to have their right minds and all their right senses, because and I know Sir King, that when that time comes, and the exchange rate and versus this rate, blah blah blah, and then putting it all together and wrapping it up, this is not going to be, people are going to be taking advantage of folks left and right.
Well, I was discussing with somebody, like, these kids don't even know how to multiply and add.
Nope.
They go straight to their phone or whatever
That's
digital
right.
device they have. That's crazy.
Exactly. That's where we're having an issue. Yeah.
And a lot of them don't know directions, north, south, east, west. They can't tell you where something is. Like, they're by the corner.
Exactly. And I implore to the people in the chat, and you as well, Sir King. I had an operation, a procedure about maybe 10 years ago, and the doctor that I had, I asked him all sorts of questions, right? I says, where did you do your undergraduate work? Where did you go do your med schools? Where did you do your clinicals? Blah blah blah. I wanted to know what the top third of his class, the middle third, or the last third, what was up with you, blah blah blah. And he gave me all that information. He was an Asian, he was from China. And then I asked him some questions about his culture and blah, all kind of stuff, everything. And he gave me some really good insight about it was a fibroid situation. So because I don't have any problem with sharing it, it was a fibroid situation, and he gave me some insight, and he told me that usually most of the time Black women are not, the reason why we don't get the kind of care is because when we're diagnosed, we don't do anything with it. He says it's not because we have it more, it's because he says in his country, in Asian countries, fibroids are running rampant. That's why he became a doctor. But I asked him poignant questions, Sir King, about his training. You or anybody else would not want somebody that's just coming out of some of these young people who don't know how to add, subtract, or divide, multiply, and have them do open heart surgery on any of your loved ones. I guarantee you wouldn't. I guarantee you wouldn't want them to be the ones to defend you if there was a case and they needed to make sure the identity and all that other kind of stuff, and somebody to be able to ask poignant questions. I guarantee you we won't. So we're going to need training at some very high and intensive levels. Absolutely. Not just the cell phone, not just the social media BS. No, we need some folks that know how to think through systems. Just like you thought through, Sir King, the whole system of the New World Order, the everything, and you figured it out. I don't know if you went to school for it, but I know that you've been studying it. You've indulged in various things, from the corporate standpoint and all that good stuff. But we can figure some things out. We need that. We need folks to have a brain and not be clogged.
But a lot of these kids are lazy. Lazy. It's lazy. I just lazy. Like they I just feel like we're going to have to go through a period of turmoil for the values of hard work, perseverance, and stuff to
Mm-hmm.
become staples in our society again. Right now, it's luxuriousness, materialism, twerking, and social media relevancy. I think,
Well, you know what? I feel like in us in a way, I feel like a modern day. Let me put myself. I feel like a gumbo here. So I feel like a little bit of me is Ida B. Wells. A little bit of me is a Fannie Mae Coppin. I feel like a little bit of me is Coretta Scott King. A lot of me is Harriet Tubman, W.E.B. Du Bois, Booker T, Sojourner Truth. Um, and all in one. And I say that because right now I am intentionally, I have young people under me and training them in a particular manner. And stuff like we just went out, we had cigars and all that kind of stuff, and Invicta, and everybody had to have their Invicta watches. I want their timepieces. I'm getting them ready. I want them to tell me what time it is.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? What kind
Yeah,
of
because you could. It's sad how many people don't know how to tell time.
boom, baby?
Adults don't know how to tell time.
Right. When I said a quarter after 3, somebody told me, said that was 3:25. I said, boo boo, no. No. And then the writing and the penmanship, I'm taking them under my tutelage. They will learn how to write, they will learn how to read, and they will learn how to comprehend critically and theoretically and strategically how
And
to
spell no JLLE. JAL, no JALE. Okay. Okay. Okay.
you know what? Don't do that. Jason, right. Homonyms, synonyms,
Yeah.
antonyms. Dig it. I know sometimes we type fast and these cell phones, may take it and make it something else. I get it. But I see a lot of people who don't know how to use your, and your.
Right.
I see a plethora of people who don't know how to use it. Here's the thing. I'm not even going to go into getting or bashing anybody. I'm telling you that you can't go and do, and we can't make laws like what we need to go to overturn this Supreme Court. We need somebody that's going to rewrite this narrative and rewrite it correctly. And if you don't know how to, and your makes a difference in a sentence.
It does.
Okay, so
Mhm.
I'm saying is everyone. I believe in placism. That's the new ism of the year. Everyone
And
has a
sail and
place.
sail.
Stay in your lane, yo.
Yeah.
And I don't get it twisted. If you're out there and you're sweeping the streets and you're power washing the various windows, and that's your contractual job. You're landscaping a lot of the hotels, with beautiful flowers and all that good stuff and everything, and changing the mulch, buying certain type of mulch because certain mulch in the cities is better than other mulch that daggone it, you better believe you need to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But stay away from me and mine, and please don't try to do open heart surgery. And on that note, I'm gonna leave you, Sir King. But thank you for having this conversation, bruh. It's much needed. And anytime you're having it, I would like to, chime in. I know every now and then you do have some awesome um themes and some awesome points. So thank you. And I
Well,
will
thank
say
you.
this: my undergraduate and graduate, I didn't pay because I got scholarships. Yo, listen.
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got scholarships. I sat my black behind down and
Mhm.
I did what? I applied for the scholarships. And I did something like, here's 10, okay, $1,000. That may not be a lot, but it's a mighty big help. And I went ahead and I did Every year I did 30 $1,000 scholarships specifically because I knew that they were going to come up every freaking year, Sir King. They
Mm-hmm.
come up every year. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like they don't. So I paid attention. I Xeroxed them and I had them ready so that when the time came and they put out the new applications, I was on it like a hornet dog on it. It's no big deal. You know and I know. Only thing they need is what? A letter of recommendation. Only thing they need is what? Your essay. Come on now. I always keep a letter of recommendation. Why? Because I'm always volunteering or voluntolding because always my mother was always putting me in the middle of stuff, making me volunteer here and there and everywhere. So I always get a letter and I keep it on me and I have it uploaded in my systems. This is where the young people just don't and the parents don't, they know how to get to spring fling and they know how to get down to Miami and twerk and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what you need to twerk is we need to make sure that you're going to be prepared financially for your next semester. I didn't go anywhere in March unless all of my scholarships were filled out. Period.
Mm.
That was my goal. And for graduate school, same thing. Nothing. I had an older white lady who financed me. And you know what she said? The only thing she said that she wanted me to was the only criteria. Guess what? She said to
What?
stay in contact with her.
Oh wow.
Now my black behind stalked her the whole for Mother's Day. I sent her cards and flowers. Let me tell
Mm-hmm.
you something. I made sure I met her. I met her grandkids. I took her I brought her. They lived out in the suburbs of Philly. I brought her grandchildren to Philly, put them on the train, and we rode up and down Broad Street line. You understand now? Think about it. White
Mm-hmm.
kids in the suburbs, them on the trolley and in the train station, they
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed them. I was the savior for them because
Right.
they were having fun going to the zoo. I didn't do
Mm-hmm.
anything much with them. It was just getting on the bus. They were like, "What is this? Oh my God, what is that?" Because they're being shuttled everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm
And,
saying?
and you bring up an interesting point, and
So I'm just
some,
saying, y'all,
but no,
find yourself some of these older
exactly.
people. They have money, and I'm not saying to rip them off. No, that's not what I'm saying. It was a recommendation actually. Somebody from the college recommended me for the scholarship,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a chance to meet the lady. She interviewed me, and boom, that was it. My whole entire graduate school was paid for. It You just don't. It was a blessing, and trust me, I am humbled beyond humble because of it. And I made sure she passed away, in
Mm-hmm.
2008, but I made sure that I kept in contact with her. And she was a Virgo. She was also a Virgo. So I just put it
Let-
that way.
let-
For all the Virgos that are out there, she was a Virgo. She didn't have a problem with you helping out a sister.
right. So let me say this without you saying it though. A lot of people, and I say I cringe when I hear it in this area, is that anytime someone of a different ethnicity, especially white people, come around, they're like, "What you doing here?" Da, 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 da. You'll be amazed at how just because you're a different pigmentation or a different cultural background, that shouldn't separate you from how actually engaging someone who is to open a new world for you. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And so we are ourselves are sometimes our worst enemies because of that mindset.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And she knew I was, pro my people and everything. But
Mhm.
I wasn't disrespectful. And I just knew, let me just put it to you this way. Sometimes the fight that we have for our people is really not the fight that we need to have with everybody. I'll put it that way.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put it that way. But anyway, again, thank you so much, Sir King. I appreciate it. Listen, I'm looking forward to the reset. And as I told you, the, the currencies, I am waiting because the last time they had it in 1993, if you remember, there was a reset, um, and it was amazing.
Really?
It was
That's,
amazing, and it is real. And so I just implore those of you who understand the reset, the language, do your thing and keep a hold of it. Keep it on the side. That's all I have to say. All right, Sir King. Thank you.
All right, thank you. It's quite a treat to talk to you. So thank you once again.
All right, you on the right path, bro. Hang in there, babe. Hang in
I'll
there.
try. I'll try.
It's I know it's our time. No, it's our time, baby. Yes. All right, everybody in the
Thank you.
chat, have a great evening.
Thank you. You too. All right, that's the one and only TCHBC Queen. She's been on these YouTube traits forever. All right. Hold on. I gotta read something real quick, y'all. Give me 1 second. Rhonda, I don't know how to reverse something. But if you got IG, hit me up on IG, Rhonda. It's gonna be avatar underscore nation on IG. Vanada, I'm just joking. Vonda TV says by the time the kids get to 12th grade, they should no longer be taking math 5 for English. They need life skills such as tax preparation, money management, and home ownership. I do agree with that. I do agree. I think there should be more skills about money, interest, credit cards. But I was told they intentionally do not teach that to keep you stupid. Like it was crazy. I was in a college course accounting. They sitting there telling us about appreciation and balance sheets, which is good, which is fine. But we need to know really about balancing money, credit cards, stuff like that. That's what we really need to know. I know I don't dare. I mean, if you was an accounting major, you need to know about that. But just basic finance for the business. Okay, I'll let you up. Hold on, we got another guest. What's up, Rhonda Edwards? How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Good, good. Thank you for coming over. What's going on?
Okay. I don't see those captions I used to see. Um.
Oh, okay. I see what you said. I think
Okay.
somebody
Do you
played
see them?
somebody played with your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhonda the Goat. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It, it was last week. Rhonda's daughter, or something like that. I want you to fix that.
But it's not there no more.
Okay. Do you get my comment? What I was gonna put up?
In the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I
man, it
thought
was
you I
smooth,
thought
wasn't
you
it?
were a fan I thought you were a fan of hers though.
No. Me and her were fans. Well, as much as I can figure out, I was show my, you know, she said I didn't have pants on. I showed her I had shorts on, and I raised my stomach up, and she was jealous. Straight up jealous. She was mad at me. She said "fuck you" and your mama, and she said a lot of things, but I didn't do nothing to her. I didn't do nothing to her but showed her my
Right.
stomach.
You don't have
It
to
was
do
flat.
nothing.
It was flat like a bitch.
Your stomach flat. You don't have
Yeah,
to
my
do
stomach
anything.
is flat, certainly.
Oh
When
really?
you
Oh,
trying to
okay.
play.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, that's one reason we should be jealous because that's something that you probably won't never have. So
Okay, and she was just cool. The night before, and the next night I got on there. She said, "Fuck you and your mom." I figured it's a genetic thing. You know, because my mother got a flat stomach too, and you
ooh,
can't tell I have no babies. I have no stretch marks, and I don't have 8 booties in the front and 2 in the back. You know, and I just think that's it. So I was just wanting to tell you to correct this mess, and I was gonna pay you, but I'm still gonna pay you um
well, I'm set
for your
out,
time and services because
well
I was
sure,
so
no problem.
embarrassed.
No,
I don't know how to
your
do
name
stuff.
is fine. It says Rhonda the Goat here, so don't worry.
Yeah, I don't know how to do stuff like that. She's saying my name. You know,
Hmm.
I don't like that, and I don't like it at all. I don't want to cut our second income, but if worse comes to worse, I would, because nobody's had the right to pay to play with my name.
Okay.
To be in jail, you could imagine her being in jail,
I think she
on
would
the
run the whole.
locked
She
down
would.
24 hours because she eat up all the food.
No, I think it might work in reverse, Rhonda, because then she would, it would be like they will be controlling her nutritional meals.
Oh, she will scam somebody out of something. She'll probably have Basara come up here and um, like with a fat suit and give her all kind of crab legs and lots of it's
Y'all will be friends tomorrow.
no, I won't never be her fan no more, because I've given her chances, and I love her progression of her weight loss, but she's
Mhm.
taking it too far. Every pound she loses, she creates 10 points on 10 points on I'm better than you.
Yeah,
Every pound she loses, she creates 10 points on I'm better than you, and
yeah.
that's a damn shame, because
Like I
it's,
said, that's my fear. That's my fear that the more weight she loses, the more weight she'll gain figuratively in regard of
she got a. I'm just saying, she got a big old head. For every pound she loses, her head gets 10 pounds bigger. Now you tell me if that's combustible or not.
well, combustible means to blow up. So I hope her
Yeah,
head
yeah.
doesn't blow up.
Um, in the reverse. Um, in the reverse, I think that combustion one means a fire. You're not thinking right. It means the fire inside herself,
Yeah,
not blow up like on the news or nothing like that. I mean, in the YouTube streets, blow up,
yeah.
blow up inside
Mhm.
herself. Because I
Yeah.
used to cheer for Rihanna, and she did that stuff to me, and she talked about, I don't care if she talked about me. This is the beef sector, but she's talking about my mother,
Mm,
you know,
yeah.
and I still felt some type of way. Um, she got me fucked. I mean, real messed up. 13. I promise you, she got me real messed up. You don't know who I deal with, who was on everyday life. These girls on here. I laugh sometimes, but I be watching my Netflix, Dennis the
Mm-hmm.
Menace, and all that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't got time. But I got kind of worried about um people using my name
Mm-hmm.
in vain, you know. And she tried it, and she tried it, but she tried again. Um, you know,
Or
um,
what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
okay. I don't want to tell you who I know, but I got her kicked off YouTube.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, I got her kicked off YouTube, and I'm serious about that. Talk about my mother or get her kicked off YouTube.
For
Get
real?
her kicked the fuck off,
For real?
real with the quickness, and tell her I said that. I gotta
Okay,
go,
I'll
sir.
tell her.
I gotta
I'll tell her.
go.
Okay,
Okay,
all right, Ron. Okay, thanks
bye,
for
mama,
defending that.
baby. I'll see you
Bye
later.
now.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
Bye. Okay.
See you. Bye. See you in 30 minutes. See you in 30 minutes, Rhonda. Rhonda gonna introduce me to who she knows. Ooh, baby, honey. I'm
Ooh,
scared.
child.
really scared now. I'm really scared. Rhonda says she gonna get got a kid. And you know I can tell Rhonda telling the truth because she also alluded to the fact that she didn't want to take her income. So when I thought she was saying, I'm like, oh, she bluffing. But then she doubled back and said, no, you don't know who I know. Rihanna, you better leave Rhonda alone. Better leave Rhonda alone. All right, y'all. Thank you once again to TCHBCU Queen for coming up. Appreciate you. Vonda. Thank you, Vonda, for your support. I used to call you Vanada. But thank you, Vonda. Your pleasure, 721. I got your communication, so thank you for sharing that information with me. Your pleasure. I appreciate you. Thank you, Nessa A, for doing an excellent job up in here in the chat. I appreciate you being a wonderful moderator. So thank you as well. With that being said, I'm going to close down the live. I hope you guys have learned something. You know, guys, do your research on Fed Now and what's coming up. I want y'all to be the first to know and not the last to know. I still don't know everything about it. I'm still doing my research on it. But like I said, make sure y'all prepare, you know, yourselves. And that being said, if you want to, feel free to send a gesture to $ Sir King Crown. What's wrong, Bonda TV? What's wrong, Bonda? What's wrong? If you want to, feel free to do so. $ Sir King Crown. I appreciate you. All right. With that being said, I'm up out of here. Thank you to my wonderful Tofuans, my excellent moderators, and my casual friends alike. Please thumbs up the live. Appreciate it. I'm going to try to bring you guys that Zoom, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah. With that being said, I'm out of here. Remember to be the change you want to see the world. And let me say this: I could kind of resonate with what Rhonda is saying. Because I'm kind of in that kind of situation in my real life regarding my name. Let me just say this. You only get one motherfucking name in life. Let me say that one more time. You only get one motherfucking name in life. You get 2 eyes, 2 feet, 2 legs, 2 hands, 2 arms, 2 nipples, and if you're a man, 2 nuts. But you only get one motherfucking name in life. And don't let nobody play on your name. That's what I got to say. That's my message. Partly for today. Okay? With that being said, I'm out of here. What's up, Jazz A? We getting out of here. Sorry you have to catch us on the replay. But I like your updated avatar. Thank you for stopping through. I hope you have a great week. And with that being said, I'm out of here. Take care. And remember to be the change you want to see in the world. And don't let nobody play your name. Because when Rhonda was saying that, I was going to tell her to play the Birdman song. Put some respect on your name. All right? But in all seriousness, take care, and I will see you guys soon. If I can find my outro. All right. Take care. Have a good one. Bye, y'all. See you later.
I'm crying, you're crying, we cry together.
Did my outro play? I don't know if the outro played.
Tofu Alley. No beef, just tofu. That boy is good.
Bye, y'all. Take care. Thank you once again. That's ABCDEFG. Thanks again.